Welcome back to Those Are the Facts. This is where we look at the weird, the mysterious, the unsolved. We look at the facts, we do our research, and we find out the truth. I'm Dave.
And I'm Adam. And today we're diving into something kind of unsettling. It's not a murderer, it's not a UFO, but it might just affect every single person listening to this podcast.
This is the dead internet theory. The idea that the internet, as we know it, may have already died and been replaced by something hollow, artificial, and deeply manipulative.
Okay, let's get weird.
Okay.
The dead internet theory is a fringe conspiracy that first started making waves around 2021. According to believers, the real internet, the one with genuine conversations, real communities, and human interaction, ended sometime between 2016 and 2017.
And what replaced it? A system dominated by AI-generated content, bots, corporate manipulation. In other words, most of what we see online today isn't real. It's made by algorithms for other algorithms. A digital echo chamber with no one behind the screen.
It's kind of like the internet's become a ghost town, but one with billions of fake voices.
The theory gained traction on forums like Agora Road and 4chan, where anonymous users claimed to notice a change in the internet's tone. Comments started sounding kind of just more robotic. Content felt repetitive. No spontaneity, no real human feeling or soul or edge.
And one of those posts went viral, claiming the most conversations online were being generated by AI to keep people distracted, to push certain ideas, or to stimulate activity where there really wasn't any.
And the rabbit hole goes even deeper. Some versions of the theory claim governments or intelligence agencies are behind the switch, using bots to drown out dissent, promote propaganda, or steer public perception.
In other words, the web's being puppeteered, and we're just talking to ghosts.
Ooh. Are you a ghost? I'm not a ghost. Are you a ghost?
No.
Okay.
And I'm not AI.
And are you? Okay, I'll believe you. On the surface, this all sounds just way over the top. But there are real elements worth kind of talking about.
Yeah. Bots do dominate a lot of online platforms. On Twitter, X, it's estimated that up to 15 to 20% of accounts could be bots. Some thinks it's higher. Bots write articles, they run scams, they comment on Reddit threads, and they even flirt.
And with the rise of AI, the line between human and machine is kind of disappearing. We're seeing AI-generated YouTube videos, news articles, scripts, voices, images, and I find they're just they're getting realer. And every entire accounts, not just images, entire accounts are run by AI.
So is the internet dead? Maybe not in the apocalyptic sense, but it might be haunted.
Ooh. Another interesting angle is the psychological shift users report. Many people say the internet feels emptier, less fun, less organic.
There's even a term for it: internet nostalgia. People miss the days of message boards, weird fan sites, and quirky YouTube comments. Now, so much content feels optimized or scripted or sanitized.
And that feeds into the theory. I mean, what if that change in feeling isn't just nostalgia? What if the internet really has changed under the surface?
What if we're not bored because we've grown up, but because something deeper is gone?
Okay, of course there's, a less sinister explanation. The internet has been heavily centralized. It's dominated by a few big platforms. There's Meta, there's Google, there's Amazon. That means there's less diversity, there's less, chaos, less variety, and more like algorithms kind of controlling certain things.
And with billions of people online now, it's not surprising that companies are using bots and AI to manage and push the content. That's not a conspiracy, it's just business.
Yeah, exactly. The dead feeling might come from just moderation, corporate branding, and less of those independent spaces that can be whatever. Not from literal death of humanity on the web.
But the dead internet theory still resonates because it taps into something real, the fear that we've lost all control of the digital world we created.
And it's not just about bots. It's about trust, about that creeping feeling you're not talking to people anymore. You're talking to a computer. It's kind of eerie. It's a script. It's reacting to you. It's learning you.
And whether the theory's true or not, it makes us ask how much of what we see is real and who, if anyone, is still out there.
The dead internet theory might be an exaggeration, but it raises important questions about authenticity, about control, about how we connect with each other in a world built on code.
So the next time you're scrolling and things feel off, just remember, maybe it's not you, maybe it's the internet.